EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down. At the 20.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
48's Mike. 48's Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check. Close. Hey, watch it. Deuce. Check nickel. Check three.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And all the way down to the 39. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Now Cook. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here I come again. You got tight right there. Hey,
Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Running for it, here's Cook. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a first and 10 at about the 32. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone...
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where they... Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big run that time by Elliott. 45 yards on the ground.
Cowboys, 1st down. 1st and 10.
A first down carry by Elliott. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch the flag, watch the flag, watch the flag. Watch the flag, motion, block, block, block. Go, get out there, get out there. Motion.
Elliott running right. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Anthony Barr, his 2nd sack of the night. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Brett Maher now for the Cowboy field goal. This one from 46 yards out. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They start the drive with Cook. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Now a give running right. It's Cook. And some room to work. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. First down, here's the run with Cook. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. A second down run for Abdullah. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Check safety. Switch.
On the run, Abdullah. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it third down.
Yellow.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 21. To throw, Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Check 43. Watch the twist. Check.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook.
Watch twist.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They're looking at a first and goal from about the 9.
Check 26. Line out.
They'll run with Cook. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
He's checking. Gun. Top dog. Switch. Big Ed. Ringo. Shift. Watch the shift. Check.
Now Cook running right. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Watch the screen.
Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
Final play of the half. Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Again, it's Elliott. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Here we go. Squeeze. Here we go, D. Here we go, 47. 40, nothing. I know he ain't got it. Say it. We're going to 54.
On third down, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
It's a gain of
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Tyrone Crawford and Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All day, dog.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 10th carry now for Elliott. There's the stiff arm. Mackenzie Alexander in on the tackle.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here we go. Go right in. He's coming. He's coming. We're going to 53.
Prescott to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Here we go, go to 54, go to 54. Why ain't? Here we go, 47. Check the backer. Check, crunch. Here we go, going to 54. Why ain't?
From the 24, Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. Rhino. 36. Rush in.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Listen to me. Hey, high 7.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Now Austin. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all to put it up.
And he loses the football a second time. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Again, it's Cook. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over this entry mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Prescott on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
There you go, kill. March forward, forward. I'm coming. Alert flare. Share.
Prescott to throw this time. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
I'm going to hit you all day.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
40's mine.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott. That's to his running back, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Prescott. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go, going to 54, going to 54. Here we go, 46, 46. Check that. Go.
Prescott to throw. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 16. From the red zone now, Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
Let's go, D. Big series.
This is Elliott. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. And oh no, they spike it here. That was fourth down. So they spike it on fourth down, and they will lose the football. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They'll run on first down. Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football. Low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from AT&T Stadium.